Hello, and today we're looking at provision of abiotic factors. So a species relies on suitable abiotic conditions, and this is its zone of tolerance. If we can alter a habitat to meet the abiotic factors of a species or a community of species, we will increase the biodiversity of that habitat. So the first resource or abiotic factor that we're going to look at today is water. And water is things like standing or running water, like a pond or something like that. And this provides drinking water or habitats for different things. So drinking or a habitat for aquatic species. And an example to consider is something like amphibians, which need water for reproduction, even though they actually spend most of their life on land. So something like a natterjack toad or a common frog or something like that. Some of the plants you might think of are things like marsh marigolds or mint. Fish, they'd obviously need it. Damselfly larvae, that was a good one as well that we've looked at before, like southern damselfly. Next one then is dissolved oxygen, and this is usually to do with flowing water or still water, so rivers or ponds. As water flows along and it is turbulent from the movement, of the water, this allows oxygen to dissolve into it. This means very deep water, for example, can become stratified, where you have an anoxic or no oxygen level at the bottom because there's no turbulence and no O2 dissolving into the water. So increasing the flow of water or increasing turbulence will increase O2 concentrations. And this is why in an aquarium or a pond you might have a fountain or one of those bubblers, and this allows more oxygen into it. Or you might narrow a river. And this, we have a zone of tolerance for dissolved oxygen. Which things like trout have high demands for oxygen, so they'd struggle in areas where it's become deoxygenated, or mayfly larvae. And we can use these as indicator species. Next one then, temperature. So temperature is changing things like opening up the tree canopy with a clearing, well, like through coppicing or something like that, or the action of a mega herbivore like an elephant or a large grazing bovine like a wild cattle or something like that. This will allow light through to the surface, and this means that the surface will become warmed faster. It's still sheltered by the surroundings, and so we will have higher temperatures. This is really important for things to Insects, for example, will benefit from this. They can develop faster. You might have plants that germinate a bit faster in the warmer light conditions. You might have in a heathland where we have swaling taking place. So we've got our heather, nice purple flowers there, and do the sort of bits there. So we've got a burnt area here. Obviously it's black, so it's going to absorb lots of heat. That's going to warm up really quickly, and that's really beneficial for things like developing eggs of reptiles or basking reptiles. Things like sand lizards or adders would all benefit from that increase in temperature. Light levels. I think I'll do in the next video.